Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to day 3 of the How to Get Monetized in 30 Days full course. So I hope that you had the opportunity to play a little bit around in ChatGPT so that you can get familiar with ChatGPT and so that you can figure out what area, industry, niche you want to focus your Faceless channel on. So today we're going to get deep into how to create the content for your videos. I'm going to show you how I create the audiobook content. Again, you could do motivational speeches, you can talk about anything, but the whole purpose is to make sure you talk about something that is going to allow your video to play ads. So something like meditations, probably not too good for ads to play the whole way through. ASMR, excuse me, not the best for ad placement. So we want something where it's going to be engaging, the viewer is going to want to listen, and even if they are presented with an ad and skip through it, they're going to continue to listen to your video. So that's why I focused on audiobooks, and so hopefully you found an area where you can focus on. I'm going to go through and show you how I do mine. Again, my focus is on the law of attraction, and I use inspiration from pretty much anything, anywhere that I hear at any given time. And I'm going to focus on one of the books that I actually started to make. So we'll get deep into that in a minute. But I wanted to touch on a couple of questions that I received yesterday. So I received questions about the AI generated content and what I select for my videos. So when I am presented with the question about, is this altered content, I always select no. So with the link that I provided in the description for yesterday's video took you to some of YouTube's policy around altered content, AI generated content. My content is not altered. It is AI generated. So there is a difference. If I was using AI to change previously created content, then I would select yes. But AI is helping me to generate my content. So it's new content. It's not previously created or previously generated content that has been modified. So I always select no when I am asked, is this altered content? So AI generated versus altered. Again, a slight nuance, but there is a significant difference when it comes to YouTube. And I received another question about reuse content. Do I or can you reuse some of the content from your audiobooks or your videos and, basically take out paragraphs or sections and turn them into shorts? So yes, you can. But again, there's a caveat with YouTube. It has to be materially changed. So with my audiobooks, I take paragraphs out of the audiobooks and I upload them into Canva and turn them into shorts with visuals and some background music. Since I am now a part of the YouTube partnership program, I have access to their free music. It's in beta, their whole catalog of music for content creators. Canva does have music, but they have some licensing rules around it. So I don't even go down that path. I just use what's available directly out of YouTube. But basically I just put some like good, imagery behind my shorts, and I'll show you that as we go deeper down the course. But it's materially changed. With my audiobook, it's nothing but just voice. With the short, I take a paragraph or two. Sometimes I merge paragraphs and then I put visuals over top of them and turn them into shorts. So it's just a snippet. So yes, you can reuse your own content. And I actually am going to put the link to a very good YouTube video from someone who is interviewing a YouTube employee. The description that he gives really helps to clarify why they are so strict with reuse content. And, it really is for everyone's benefit. I like their approach. I like his description around it. So I'm going to put that in the description as well. Definitely watch that video. It's only like 4.5 minutes or something, not long, but it's a really good description on reuse content and why it's so important that, you know, everything that you create is original. And you're probably thinking, well, if you use AI to generate audiobooks, that's not original. Yes, it is. In the eyes of YouTube and social media, it is original, because me and you could both be told, go write an audiobook on the law of attraction, and we would come out with two different things, even if we're using ChatGPT. I'm going to show you the descriptions, the instructions, and the prompts that I give Chat. So the way that you would feed information to Chat is going to be completely different from the information that I feed to ChatGPT. So we're going to have two completely different books. Your law of attraction might focus on stories and parables. My law of attraction might focus on the history and how to implement it in every day. So it's going to be completely different, which is why I recommended finding an area where you do see high viewership, high subscribership, because that means there's a demand for it. And law of attraction, there is a huge demand for it. You know, hundreds of thousands of views on any given video, audiobooks, meditations. And so it's considered original content, but AI is generating the book, and then I put my own spin on it. And that's part of what I had to show in my appeal video, and the video that I link in the description. The YouTube employee touches on that as well. So based on what he was saying, it kind of sounds like they deny a lot of people, because he's like, yeah, and we want you to show us how you do it. Well, the only way you can show how you do it is if you're denied and you have to submit an appeal video. And I will make sure I give you the link to my appeal video so that you can copy it. You know, basically follow exactly what I did. I am big on sharing information, making sure no one reinvents the wheel. I will link you, give you the link to that. It is unlisted, so you will have to have the link. YouTube makes you upload it as an unlisted video. So I'll share that with you at the end. So that's an incentive, because I don't know how hard YouTube is with denying people, but just in case, I will gladly give you my video so that you can watch it. It can be no more than 5 minutes. So I recorded it a few times to stay under that 5-minute mark. But as long as you have a process, that's all YouTube cares about, that you're not just taking someone else's work and turning it into yours. And so we'll go through that. But right now we are going to focus on creating the content directly in Chat, using Chat to pull out a masterpiece of information. And again, you can get Chat to do whatever it is that you want it to do, your voice, you know, your tonality, anything like that. So you're going to see how I do that. So without further ado, we're going to hop on over to ChatGPT, and yeah, I'll see you then. All right. Hey, everyone. So we are deep into ChatGPT. And so I hope you had the opportunity to play around in ChatGPT and figure out which area you want to focus your channel on, the topics that you want to focus on, your niche, etc. So when we went through it yesterday, we, you know, got some good information. You can see, you can find something in health and fitness, motivation, self-improvement, life advice, book summaries. So hopefully you are able to go into YouTube, do some searches for some areas that might be of interest to you, and figure out what it is that you want to focus on. And now that you know what your area is going to be, hopefully you are able to get some inspiration so that you could feed it to ChatGPT to get an understanding of content that you want to create for your video. Again, our goal is to make it longer forms so that you can get monetized with ads. And so we had some, you know, great feedback from Chat. One of the ones that I said I wanted to do was how to build unshakable confidence, and my face froze up. I'm not sure what's going on with this system. And I'm not going to actually create a book around that today. I found a book that I want to finish. I started it. The focus was keep on going. And I told you I get inspiration from a lot of different places. And in February of 2023, my grandmother unfortunately passed away, and her pastor came from the north the whole ways down to the south to do her eulogy. And his message at her funeral was keep on going. So February 2023, it was just like, it resonated with me, my husband, and it felt like it was something that it was a collective message that we all needed to hear. Just speaking to my friends and family, everyone was going through something at the time. And so that stuck with me. And once I started to do the book creation, that was one of the topics that I said, oh my gosh, I need to write a book around that just to help people, take that next step, not give up, and move forward. And so I, like I said, started a book around keeping on going. And so this was the original prompt that I used in ChatGPT. Okay, hopefully I'm back. All right, it looks like it's moving again. So this was the original prompt that I used. Now, the secret to being successful with ChatGPT is the prompts. As my husband stated yesterday, you want to get really detailed with your prompts. And once you know the area that you want to write about, create, a channel around, that's when you want to get specific. So I have expanded this, blown this up so you can see that the prompt that I use. Now, this was, again, copy and pasted directly out of ChatGPT. I started this book months ago, didn't finish because we were in the middle of a lot of stuff, cross country move, etc. So I'm going to rewrite this. And at the time that I did this, Chat 4.0 was not out. And so now I'm even more excited about writing this book because it should be even more powerful. So here's how I start my prompts. When I write a prompt, I always want to let Chat know what it is that I want out of the book. So let Chat know your goal for writing the book. What emotions do you want to elicit? What tone do you want to use? Who are you speaking to? So I am going to read you my entire prompt. And you can ask any questions that you have, but I want you to just, think about how you can use this to pull out good information from ChatGPT when you're writing your content. So here's what I wrote to Chat. And back when I had started this, you had to get really detailed and specific with Chat because Chat was still in a learning phase back then. It didn't have the memory update. Now it's gotten so much more efficient, smarter, etc. So I'm still going to use all this, but I don't have to continue to repeat myself as we build out the content. So my prompt for my book about keep on going. I want to write an 8,000 to 10,000 word ebook about keep on going and not giving up. I want people to understand that change doesn't happen overnight, so they should never give up on themselves or their dreams. They should always put one foot in front of the other and keep on going. If you keep on going, you break through fear and you start to create opportunities for yourself. If you keep on going, you ignite a fire inside to do more and achieve more. You also become more self-aware. You begin to break down limiting beliefs and you believe that more is possible. Ultimately, you should never give up because you hold the power and the key to change your life, to make your dreams come true, and because you deserve it. Success is your birthright, and even when we face setbacks, there are lessons to be learned that will help us achieve even greater success. You are stronger than you realize, and when you keep on going, you build resilience and learn just how strong and tough you truly are. When you write this book, I want you to act as a writer. I want the book to have a very motivational and inspiring tone, but I also want the reader to be challenged. I want you to write the book as if you were Jim Rohn or Les Brown, who were seeking to light a flame underneath the reader to get them to really change their way of thinking and to take action to have a better life. When you write this book, write it with the assumption that my readers only have a high school diploma, so don't use very large vocabulary and words. Keep it simple to understand. Do not use any of these words or phrases when writing the book. Transformation, stepping stones, journey, embark, delve, exploration. It's about or it's not about, as these are overused in many of the books you have written. Remember to keep the writing inspirational, motivational, and challenging, but always bring it back to the reader. Can you do that? So that was a very long prompt. One of my more detailed, and that was because I started to utilize the note feature, the voice feature in my phone. So when I had a thought about a book, I would talk through it. And I said, okay, the more detail that I give ChatGPT, the better my book's going to be, the more on target Chat will be in writing the book. And so you can see that I give it direction for the tone. I want the book to be motivational and inspiring. And I give Chat, people to follow, right as if you were Jim Rohn or Les Brown. I told you I love Jim Rohn. I love listening to Les Brown. I love their matter of fact way of speaking to people, not beating around the bush, not adding a lot of fluff. So if there is someone that you like their writing style, feed that information to ChatGPT because it does make a difference. Again, I told to write with the assumption that my readers only have a high school diploma. I don't want Chat to use some crazy, larger than life out there words and terminology, and then, pretty much keep it simple. So I also asked Chat not to use several words: stepping stones, journey, embark, because when everyone started using ChatGPT to write books and to create content for YouTube, these were the overly used words and phrases that came from Chat. Every book would start with, as we embark on this journey, and you knew immediately out the gate, whether it was my book or someone else's book, that it was created in ChatGPT. I don't want anyone to know, that the work that I'm creating is directly out of Chat. I will, finesse it and put my own spin on a lot of the information that comes out of Chat, but I don't need every single book to start with as we embark on this journey. And I'm telling you, when you start to listen to people, you're going to know exactly what comes straight from ChatGPT. So I have directed Chat, don't use these words. Sometimes Chat does use the words, so I have to, again, get on Chat and chastise them a little bit. And then I just end with, can you do that? Because I like to make it a conversation. And so you want to tell Chat exactly what you're looking for, the tone you want to use, any inspiration that you're taking from someone else. And one of the reasons that I do like to use, again, Jim Rohn and Les Brown, is because in the analytics of the YouTube studio, when you are getting going and you start to pay attention and get some subscribers and people that are viewing your content, YouTube measures the first 30 seconds. So they measure the drop off and of your videos after the first 30 seconds. So what they look at as a metric is how many people are continuing to watch your video after 30 seconds. You would think, well, most people are probably going to listen past 30 seconds so that they know what it's about. That's not the case. A lot of people, if you don't grab their attention immediately, they're clicking off. And so when I first started writing, I would put a lot of fluff in the beginning, like, oh, thank you for, listening, and, we're here to help and all that stuff. And I realized since YouTube was tracking that as a metric, I had to cut all that out. And so I go straight into, into the topic. Imagine, a world where blah, blah, blah. And so that's what you want to do. You want to grab the viewer, the listener immediately, because that first 30 seconds is crucial for YouTube. And that's crucial to how they put your content out there into the YouTube verse, and how they feed it to the algorithm. So go straight in. Don't hit us with a lot of fluff out the gate, because that's going to turn your viewers off. Okay, so here's what I do. So I basically just take my information, copy it. Let's go straight into ChatGPT. And so since this was the information that we generated yesterday, I'm going to start on a new chat, literal new chat, and copy and paste all this in. Again, when you're working with ChatGPT, you don't have to worry about all your punctuation and stuff like that. And so one of the reasons I did tell Chat to write 8,000 to 10,000 words is because Chat can be redundant. And I like to give myself some space where I can cut out a lot of the fluff. And if it ends up being a 6,000 to 7,000 word ebook, that's still going to give me probably a 40 plus minute audiobook. And so I'm okay with that. And so basically I like to, get more information that I can pull out versus having to turn around and ask Chat to fill more information in. And so you can see Chat said, yes, I can definitely write that book for you. I'll make sure it's in motivational, inspiring, challenging, and avoid the words. Would you like an outline for the book first, or should I start drafting? I like to do outlines because sometimes I like to mix the chapters around. So please create an outline first. I don't have to go deep into it. Chat knows what I'm talking about. And so again, you want to have a back and forth conversation with chat. And so this book is Keep On Going, The Power of Perseverance. Chat always, well, not always, sometimes gives introductions. I do like the introductions. And so I'll see what it gives me. And again, this is why I like to do the chapters, because I can sometimes mix things around. If I want to go in with like the heavy hitting topics and concepts first, I'll put them first, because that will get me, viewership of 16, 17, 18 minutes versus just 10 minutes. And so the longer the views, obviously, the more money you're going to make in the long run. And the more YouTube is going to like you and your channel. And so let's look at our outline. Okay, so you can see with this outline, Chat didn't even give me any particular number count the way that it did with the previous one. Previously, in the old version of Chat, it always gave me the number count, but I think because I asked for the limit of 8 to 10,000 words, and Chat is so much more powerful, I don't have to give it the number count, but I'll see where it takes me. If it feels like it's short, I will ask Chat to expand. And so with this one, let's see where we are. So we have the introduction. Chapter 1, why change takes time, putting one foot in front of the other. I love that. Breaking through fear, igniting the fire within. Love that. Creating your own opportunities, breaking down limiting beliefs, building self-awareness, resilience, the hidden strength within, success is your birthright, learning from setbacks, and conclusion. I love this layout. And so let's see what we get. So I'll say, please begin and write the introduction. Now, previously, I would always give Chat, like I said, the word count, like, oh, write the introduction and make it 800 to 900 words. But I'm feeling good right now, so I'm going to see what Chat has in store for me and see if I have to circle back. Let's see what we get. You're giving feedback on a new version of Chat. Which response do you prefer? So this is completely new to me. Now, you could always in the past generate multiple versions of Chat, but I've never seen Chat give me 2 immediate options out the gate. So let's see which one I like the most. And I love this right now because one probably has a different feel. So let's see. Introduction, the power of never giving up. There's a fire inside of you, a fire that longs to create, to build, to accomplish. Deep down, you know that you were born for more. I like that. Success in any endeavor isn't about how fast you can get there. It's about persistence. It's about how many times you're willing to keep moving forward. I feel like I like this one better. No one is immune to challenges. Life has a way of throwing curves, but here's the truth. You are far stronger than you realize. I like this. I would probably take a snippet of this and make this into a short, but we'll get there later. Keep going. Change doesn't happen all at once. Oh my gosh. I like this first response. I prefer this. Completely new. I love this feature. Oh my gosh. So now Chat is going to follow that response in that format, that tonality. So here's what I do. I basically, and let me see, how many words is that? I like to get a count of the word. I used to do this manually because Chat was like half slow and, oh, sometimes you get it right. Oh, I can't analyze this. I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I would have to copy and paste, but now Chat has, man, up to speed. And so absolutely can figure out and do the word count. So let's see how many words this is. That looks like a lot of words, like a good amount to get started for a 9 or 10 chapter audiobook. Still analyzing. And my face is frozen. But I'm going to let chat finish before I fix my face. Let's see, where are we? Okay, the introduction is 642 words. That's pretty good for an introduction. So what I do now, the way that I operate is I always copy and paste as I go and copy it. Now, because I make mine into ebooks, I copy and paste it into Word. And I usually do like, what do I do? I think I put my ebooks at Arial. I make them big, let me tell you that. I think I put them in Arial font 12 or something like that. And I usually space them. I think I do like a bigger font. I think it's like 14 when I publish my ebooks. I make them huge. Okay. And so the way that I typically do mine, because I don't like to do all of my editing all at once, I do my editing as I have chat generate the second chapter. So typically what I'll do is go through, do this editing, read through to see if there's anything that I don't like. Right now I can tell you it's looking good for me. I'm really liking everything that I'm seeing, but here's the truth. You're far stronger than you realize. Think of every great success story you've ever heard, every individual who've achieved something remarkable. The same can be true for you. Like, I like little stuff like that that's powerful. This book is about the one critical principle: keep going. Change doesn't happen all at once. This is really good. It doesn't look like there's much that I would have to change. Sometimes at the end, in the pages that follow, it's not bad, but I sometimes change these to just have a little better flow. You know, chat will often say, "Oh, in the next chapter." I don't like to reference the next chapter. I just like to go straight into it. Sorry, guys. I think I missed a whole section there. I don't know where I stopped it at. My recording stopped, so let me just go back and show you what I did. So I had chat write chapter 1, and I'm not sure if the recording caught this or not, but basically I just said, hey, please write chapter 1 and make sure it flows from the introduction seamlessly. And so the way that, you know, chat used to work, I had to always like make sure it flowed from chapter to chapter, paragraph to paragraph, because sometimes chat would produce some choppy content. And now it's looking like it's really, really good. The way that chat is producing is way better than it has in the past. So again, I would have started editing my introduction, and I just take chapter 1, paste that bad boy right here. And so now I can see what my full word count is. So chat just gave me the previous word count was, I think, 642. Now I'm at almost 1600. So chat literally just gave me 900 plus words for chapter 1. And let's take a look and see if there's anything that I think that I would need to change. Again, I'm going to edit this. I'm going to edit this on the back end after I'm done with the videos. I just want you to see how I do the generation. And so right here, if there's one thing we all want, it's results. This is so Jim Rohn. I love it. We live in a world of instant gratification where everything seems to happen. In the introduction, we talked about how success doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes I, again, don't like to reference the intro or certain chapters, but we'll see. Right now it's looking good. Consider this: a seed doesn't become a tree overnight. It needs time to grow. This is one of the things that chat does give a lot of comparisons and metaphors. And sometimes, well, I'll say in the past, it overused the same metaphors. So you may have to say, give me a metaphor around this, or give it some direction so it's a little more creative. Think of every small action you take as a building block. And I'm not seeing any of the words, not to say that they're hidden in here somewhere, but I'm not seeing the words that I requested be left out. So that's good. Consistency is key. I like how it calls this out. What matters most is that you keep moving forward. One of the biggest reasons people fail to achieve their goals is because they give up too soon. Amen. Hallelujah. That is so true. I love it. They take action for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, but when they don't see immediate results, they lose faith and stop trying. But here's the thing, the magic happens over time. It's the small, consistent actions that compound into something greater than the sum of their parts. That right there is my short. I can tell you, I'll put some great visuals over top of that, and like that's something right there that I would probably try to rewrite and put back at the top. Like, you want to hit people hard, especially like if you're trying to motivate, you want to just make them just think like, oh my gosh, you're speaking right to me. And I think that's why, even though I have like 7,800 subs, I haven't posted in months, why my channel has done so well, because it's really good. I've had a lot of people say, oh, I'm just going to put this on repeat. And so that's what you want someone to do. And so this is great. Let me know, this is what chat's saying, if this is the direction you're envisioning. This is exactly what I envisioned. Thank you. Please write chapter 2 and follow the same format. Now I'm asking, I said thank you to chat. I've seen somewhere someone who like has done a lot of studies with chat has said, you know, when you're nice to chat, it works better. So you always want to say please and thank you and all that good stuff. So basically, this is all that we do in the content creation. You go through, have chat, create your outline. If you want the outline, you may feel confident enough that you're just going to say, hey, write everything all out at once and I'll edit it later. And so after you have all of your information, your chapters, your sections, depending on what type of content you're creating, put all of that, store it somewhere. I save mine in just a Microsoft Word. You can put yours in, you know, Google Drive, Google Sheets, Google Docs. I think I don't use Google like that. So you can store it, just store it somewhere, because if you are going to do a voiceover, you want to make sure you have somewhere that you can just cut the information for copy and paste in 11 Labs. And so here is chapter 2. Again, everything's looking good. I am feeling like I'm about to be cranking books out fast, left and right. I am so excited. I'm excited, y'all. This is amazing. I cannot believe how powerful chat is. This is great. And so, yeah, you guys should feel real good, because if you're just coming into this, you're getting ChatGPT at its finest. And so you should have minimal edits. And I will show you Grammarly tomorrow or the day after. I use Grammarly, like I said, for the plagiarism checks. I used to use Grammarly to do grammar and punctuation checks. So, you know, proofreading and stuff like that. But Grammarly can run you down rabbit holes. They want everything to be perfect. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I need to get this book out. So I do a lot of my own editing on my side, on the back end in Microsoft Word. Then I'll put it in Grammarly, first check for plagiarism, and then see if anything else proofreading sticks out. So that's where I'll go. But basically, so your homework for the day, go through, generate all of your content and do your editing. So you basically are going to have at least 2 days for this, even if I put the Grammarly up tomorrow, the video, because that's just going to show you how to check for plagiarism. So I want you to take the time. 2 days, hopefully, is enough time for you to generate all of your content before we get into actually how you generate voiceovers and stuff like that. So generate everything, go through, and like I said, really it's just a copy and paste. XChat, you know, to create your content, give the direct instructions, be specific, the tone, the voice. If you want chat to mimic someone, I like Jim Rohn, Les Brown, folks like that. Figure out who it is that you want you know, to speak to. Who are you talking to? How do you want to speak to them? What is the emotion that you want to elicit from these people? That really helps you to just, you know, create your own content. This is why, even though it's AI generated, it's my content. I'm creating this because I'm being very specific with the information that I'm giving chat and the direction that I'm giving chat. So I'm going to let you fly and go have fun. I can't wait to hear how everyone is doing. Please let me know if you're feeling this, if you are grasping it, if you have any questions, any comments. I'm here for it. I'm ready. And so, yep, I'll be back in the next video to show you Grammarly with the plagiarism check, and then we'll get deep into doing the voiceover. And this right here, I can tell you, used to be the longest piece for me. Right now, chat is so powerful, I think I'm about to have books knocked out left and right. So if I can knock some books out, y'all know y'all can knock some books out, because YouTubers, y'all are the smartest people that I know. I love YouTube. That's why I stick with YouTube and not many other socials, but that's another story for another day. So go get into chat, get your content down, and I will see you on the Grammarly side. Bye-bye. All right, hey everyone. So you got to see all of the back end in ChatGPT. You got to see how to create content. If you're doing an audiobook, ebook, you know how to write the book chapter by chapter. If you're doing motivational speeches, you basically just tell Chat, give me these individual sections. And the next couple of days, we will put it all together so that you can see how you can publish it directly on YouTube to start getting monetized. And ChatGPT is so powerful right now. So I am more than confident in your capabilities at making some special videos, some special content. I'm excited to see what you guys put out there. I hope you share your videos, your channels, because you have a new subscriber right here. I'm here for it. And again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and make sure you hit that like button and share this with anyone else who needs to make a little extra money on the side, because I am giving you all of the deets, no holds bar. And so make sure you push that subscribe button so that you get the next notification when I put up the next video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.